Hey everyone, Tony D and Little Joan here on the Screenwriter's Rant. We're going to take a look at the trailer for Defending Jacob. Man, they still got tons of movies in the pipeline. I think the crisis is allowing studios to release movies that they wouldn't normally release. That they probably shelved a bunch of stuff, which is typical in big studios. They'll make movies that you're never going to see released, or they slip out on DVD or whatever. So I think a lot of these movies are probably going to get their due, simply because it's the only thing they got left on the shelf. They're just releasing stuff hoping it'll get out. I don't think this is one of them because Chris Evans is in it, but let's take a look at the trailer. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books, Woke Stand a Novel, and of course, The Pineys, books 1, 2, 3, and 4. Number 4 just out, ebook, trade paperback, Kindle Unlimited is free, audiobooks coming soon, and of course, the Webcomic Factory celebrating 10 years of free webcomics every single day. All right, Defending Jacob. Let's see.
We're sailing towards an iceberg. This little white peak in the distance getting closer and closer.
All right, sound like a drama so far, because it sounds kind of boring.
But really, it's been underneath us the whole time.
It's nothing worse than a kid.
Nothing worse than a kid. I guess the kid dies.
We have some bad news on the case. The print we lifted from the victim is from your son.
There's got to be an explanation. They go to the same school Jacob's in his class.
Yes, we know that.
Lynn, have you arrested my son?
Before we
Kid killing a kid. Okay, so this is some serious drama. Shoot.
begin, I want to make something clear. A kid your age charged with first-degree murder is tried as an adult.
I swear, I didn't.
We believe you.
You have admitted to being in the park, and a fellow student alleges you had a knife you would bring to school.
I guess so.
They're saying he looks smug and remorseless. This is gonna follow him around for the rest of his life.
It's a mistake. We're gonna figure it out.
Do you have any doubts about Jacob's innocence?
No, of course not.
Where is the knife now?
So you've been lying to me.
I did what any parent would have done. Kim.
Okay. Yeah, I could definitely see this being a good drama. I think Chris Evans is he's pretty young looking. That's a problem with a lot of actors. They tend to be so handsome and good looking and young looking. It's really hard to pinpoint their age sometimes. I think that's why he's got the beard, because it gives him a little bit more, makes him look a little older. But he still looks pretty young to me. But he's probably old enough to have a kid that old. I mean,
I'll lead his fate up to the courtroom. My only job now is trying to protect our son.
based on a New York Times bestseller. Okay, so it's based on a book. I don't know if it's based on a true story.
Prisoners in our own home, acting like we're normal.
We are normal.
Oh my God, do you think this is normal?
We gotta get answers for ourselves.
I know what you did!
Lawyers have boundaries. I don't. Not anymore.
Remember that in their eyes, it isn't just Jacob who's guilty. You all are.
Did you follow me here?
This is damaging. This is evidence.
You're scaring him.
Good. He should be scared. I'm scared.
So I have to know. I want the truth.
You can be a good man, or you can be a good father.
There was no normal to go back to. There was
Good
just
cast.
before
I mean,
and after.
good cast. I mean, the thing that's good about a limited series like this is you, of course, don't know if he's going to be guilty or innocent. It kind of you can go either way with it, right? I mean, you can go that the kid's been lying the whole time, and then end on a downer, or you could end on sort of one of these kind of hopeful moments, or you could end on one of these like, oh well, he was innocent, but everybody's guilty. I mean, it depends on how they do it. So yeah, I would say this is a good cast, good premise. I would imagine the first act you know, introduce the characters, everything's normal. Then at the end of the first act, the body's discovered. Second act, he's arrested. They start trying to defend him, and you know, things start leaking out over the course of the second act. It looks worse and looks good, and it looks worse and it looks good and it looks worse, and then the climax is probably the trial or the big revelation of whether or not he actually did it. And I think the only kind of cop out in a movie like this is if you never find out whether or not he did it. That tends to be a cop out for me. I don't know. So I guess you could make it work, but I as a viewer would kind of want to know whether or not he did it eventually. You know, if you have all your time invested in a limited series, so I assume it's going to be several hours long. You know, you don't want to get to the end of it and like never know. You know, but good cast. You know, seems to be a solid thing. Yeah, Apple TV. Looks like you got some good stuff on there, Apple TV.